Here we are on November 4th of 2019, where we are just 46 days away from the official release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Episode 9 that a lot of fans are really looking forward to is, of course, exactly how JJ is going to utilize the characters of Rey, Kylo Ren, and even Darth Sidious, also known as Palpatine, on the big screen, and exactly what that's going to look like to fans once they go ahead and see this movie come December 19th of this year. Honestly, it's going to be a very intriguing time to go ahead and see Palpatine in the flesh once more, ever since we last saw him back in 2005 with George Lucas's Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very intense for the ending of Episode 9. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that both Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be inside of Palpatine's throne room, where Kylo is described to be holding Leia's ignited lightsaber. It's said that during this time, Kylo is talking to Rey and telling her that they will work together to destroy him once and for all, and that the Force will guide them. It's explained that in this scene, Kylo uses his training that he got from Luke Skywalker, and that in this scene, he is said to be redeemed as Ben Solo once again in a confrontation against Sidious. It's explained that in the sequence, both Rey and Kylo Ren begin to use their sabers as a shield against Palpatine's Force lightning, as he is using it against both Rey and Kylo Ren. At times, Palpatine's lightning is said to turn red, and so do his eyes glow in a red color, while using the power of the Beyond. It's explained that during the sequence, both Rey and Kylo Ren run in opposite directions to dodge the lightning, where the red lightning strikes a stone wall. This is where Kylo Ren begins to fight Sidious alone. It's explained that eventually this leads to a moment in which Palpatine force grabs Leia's lightsaber from Kylo Ren's hand, and throws it away and force pushes Ren down a bottomless pit, where Kylo is heard screaming in the background. This leads to a point in which Rey is left with only herself against Palpatine by using Leia and Luke's lightsaber and putting them in a crossed position. During this moment, Palpatine's red force lightning is said to strike Leia and Anakin's lightsabers as Rey wields them, and while this happens, all the Force ghosts of the past are communicating with Rey in the form of scrambled dialogue, where Luke tells Rey that we will always be with you, and that for Rey needs to trust in herself. This is where Rey defeats Sidious by using the lightning and disintegrating him into nothing, to where Rey is said to travel off the world of Exegol with her friends. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, there are quite a number of things about this. I will be very honest with each and every one of you that I disagree with. Let's go over the first thing that I do disagree with, is that, of course, Rey defeating Palpatine. Now, that's my only thing here, is that Rey is the one who defeats Palpatine as opposed to Kylo Ren. So, of course, I can understand where they're coming from. It matches up with the other leaks that Rey is indeed the granddaughter of Darth Sidious, and how we have this battle between grandfather and granddaughter. I totally get that. I understand. It's kind of like a reversal of Return of the Jedi, where in Return of the Jedi, the son saves the father, but now in this one, the granddaughter kills the grandfather. So they're kind of doing something like that, of kind of giving us the opposite end of things of what happened between Luke and Vader. It's kind of like imagining if Luke Skywalker just went full on and killed Darth Vader in Episode 6. That's kind of like what we are getting here in Episode 9. But nonetheless, I feel at the very minimum, they could have had both Rey and Kylo Ren fighting together side by side and destroying Sidious. Yes, I understand that the Force ghosts are becoming a part of Rey, which can explain as to why she is able to defeat Sidious, but I just feel that at the end of the day, for Kylo Ren to go all this way and redeem himself, at the very minimum, he could have destroyed the very Sith Lord that turned Anakin Skywalker to the dark side, who made him become Darth Vader, which hence allowed Kylo Ren to be inspired by the dark side. It was all about Darth Vader, so in a way, Palpatine indirectly turned Kylo Ren to the dark side. So that's my only thing here. The other thing, though, that I find very dark and intriguing about this is how Palpatine's lightning is said to turn red at times, and so do his eyes. Now, Palpatine isn't the first character to have red, glowing Sith eyes. We've seen the Son from Star Wars The Clone Wars, the animated TV series, who also had red, glowing eyes, and that, of course, is because he was the full embodiment of the Force, or should I say, of the dark side of the Force. So, given that the power of the Beyond is said to be the origins of the dark side, and it was even responsible for creating the realm of Mortis, you can really now understand exactly as to why Palpatine has those red eyes at the very end of The Rise of Skywalker. So, with that being said, I will say that this fight, though it does sound very intense between Rey and Kylo Ren teaming up, I just would have preferred both of them to defeat Palpatine at the same exact time. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.